Namaste, welcome back. Today, we're diving into what it could mean for India if Donald Trump were to win the United States presidency again. We'll explore the potential shifts in India's relationships, from defense partnerships to regional diplomacy. Let's look at what India stands to gain, what it could lose, and how our country can strategically navigate these changes in different scenarios. India-United States relations, a strategic partnership. Potential gains. Under Trump, India's role in the Indo-Pacific grew significantly. If he returns, we could see a similar push for India as a key United States partner to counterbalance China. Defense ties could grow, with Trump possibly willing to ease restrictions on high-tech transfers, which would bolster India's defense capabilities. Potential losses. However, Trump's America First policies may lead to tighter immigration policies, potentially impacting thousands of Indian professionals and students. Trade could also take a hit if Trump brings back tariffs and tougher trade terms, making it harder for Indian businesses to access United States markets. India's response, if not in favor. If Trump's policies are too restrictive, India could look toward new trade partnerships with the European Union or even strengthen its domestic Make in India program to reduce reliance on United States markets. Indo-Pacific and the Quad alliance. Potential gains. Trump has always been a strong supporter of India's role in the Indo-Pacific and the Quad. His return could mean a bigger commitment to Quad military exercises and deeper cooperation in maritime security, strengthening India's influence in the region and deterring Chinese expansion. Potential losses. However, Trump's unpredictability with allies could worry other Quad members like Japan and Australia, who prefer Biden's more predictable diplomacy. If the Quad alliance becomes shaky, India might find itself managing strained relations within the group. India's response, if not in favor, to safeguard its Indo-Pacific interests, India could intensify bilateral security partnerships within the region. Building stronger ties with countries like Japan and Australia individually could help India maintain a stable regional presence regardless of United States policies. India-Bangladesh relations. Potential gains. Trump's hands-off approach to regional issues could give India more freedom to manage its border policies with Bangladesh, especially around sensitive topics like the National Register of Citizens and illegal immigration. Potential losses. On the downside, if Trump alienates Bangladesh or reduces United States support, it might drive Bangladesh closer to China for economic backing. This could increase China's influence in our neighborhood, complicating India's strategic position. India's response, if not in favor. India can counteract this by enhancing its own bilateral ties with Bangladesh. Offering investment in infrastructure and job creation could help India keep Bangladesh as a close ally without United States involvement. India-Russia relations. Trump's potential attempts to repair US-Russia ties could reduce the friction India often faces balancing both relationships. With Trump possibly easing sanctions on Russia, India might find it easier to buy defense equipment from Russia without facing US restrictions. However, this closeness could push Russia even closer to China, especially if the US-India defense relationship continues to grow. India could end up with a Russia-China alliance that leans more toward China, weakening our historic ties with Moscow. To counter this, India could emphasize its independent defense capabilities, reducing reliance on any one ally. Strengthening local defense production under the Atmanirbhar Bharat or Self-Reliant India initiative could make India less vulnerable to shifting alliances. India-Europe relations. With Trump in power, Europe might seek new allies outside the US to maintain balance on global issues like climate change and trade. India, with its growing economy and strategic location, could be a prime partner for the EU in these areas. However, if Trump's policies disrupt global trade systems, the EU might become cautious, slowing down trade deals with India due to fears of market instability. If Europe pulls back, India could diversify by building new trade networks across Africa and Southeast Asia, ensuring stable trade growth regardless of US-EU tensions. China and the Pakistan factor. A Trump administration could strengthen its stance against China, aligning with India's interests in the region. This could empower India to take a bolder stand on the border with China and gain stronger US support in security matters, especially against any China-Pakistan alignment. China might respond by deepening ties with Pakistan, ramping up its Belt and Road investments there, which would further complicate India's strategic position in the region. To counter a strengthened China-Pakistan axis, India could focus on expanding its naval and air capabilities in the Indian Ocean, increasing its leverage over key sea routes and securing strategic partnerships with countries in Southeast Asia like Vietnam and Indonesia. India finds itself in a unique position. While a Trump administration could bring new opportunities in defense and strategic partnerships, it could also introduce challenges in trade, immigration, and regional stability. If Trump does win, India will need a flexible and diversified approach to maintain its influence and protect its interests on the global stage. This includes building strong regional ties, advancing our Atmanirbhar Bharat goals, and remaining an assertive voice in international alliances. That's it for today's deep dive. Let us know in the comments what you think India should prioritize if Trump comes back. Like, share, and subscribe for more updates on India's place in global affairs. Jai Hind!